Hello everyone and welcome to the Sochi 2014 Winter Paralympic Games. It's day 5 of competition here at the Rosa Kut Alpine Centre and it's Women's Slalom Day. 3 categories are being raced today: visually impaired, standing and sitting. And it is the second run, so it is the medal runs. The skiers going in reverse finishing order. So the slowest will start first in each category and the fastest last. The categories are based on the athletes' functional abilities, and you will see athletes with different impairments competing against each other in the same class, and this is made possible by a results calculation system based on a mathematical formula which was instigated by the athletes many years ago. While the weather, it's finally got a little bit colder up in the mountains, and as you can see, it's been snowing. It's been snowing hard since early morning, and 10 to 12 centimetres overnight on the top part, 2 to 5 on the bottom part, while it snowed, well, hasn't stopped snowing, so the track getting slower, then slipped, and the course workers doing a lot of work, a lot of hard work to make the course skiable and to make it, try and make it as fair as possible. Some fascinating stories from the first run, which we will come to as and when the athletes get going. So the second run of the women's slalom for the visually impaired, we'll see the athletes go in reverse order. So Stacey Manella of the United States, slowest in the first run, will get us underway, with Jade Etherington the quickest, skiing 7th and last of the 7 competitors left in the competition. 10 entries started, 3 failed to finish. Then in the standing category, Lena Damgaard of Denmark was the slowest. She will start us and get us underway. The quickest was Andrea Roffers of Germany, and she will be the 12th and last skier to ski in the standing. And then in the sitting slalom, Erna Friedrichsdottir of Iceland will get us going, and Annalena Forster will bring us home. Of the 9 competitors in that sitting category. The big news though from the first run: Marie Boucher of France in the standing category fell in her run. She was looking for 5 gold medals here, but that won't happen. And perhaps more of a sight, Anna Schaffelhuber of Germany in the sitting category. She was disqualified having finished first in her run. Now, Tony McAllister of Great Britain has set this course: 52 gates in this second run compared to 54 in the first, so just slightly more space required. But the start altitude and finish altitude still the same, 1140 down to 960, so a drop of 180 metres, and there is the British team at the top of the run. To the left is Jade Etherington, and her guide to the right, Millie Knight. So the women's slalom for the visually impaired about to get underway. The second run, the medal runs, and it will be Stacey Manella of the United States in the B3 class that will get us underway. 3 classes in the visually impaired category, and B3 describes the least severe visual impairment eligible for alpine skiing. Eligible athletes either have a restricted visual field of less than 40 degrees diameter or low visual acuity. Now, Manella's guide, Kim Sievers, will shout instructions to her athlete, wearing a bright yellow bib. Try and help Manella pick her way down this course, and you can hear Manella telling Sievers to go quicker. They're very, very close together. Don't see the two ski this close together usually. Minella shouting every time she hits the gates. Bit of fog on the lens, it's actually a bit clearer than that. And piste conditions very, very soft, and Minella will get the best of the conditions in the second run, and she will set a time, and she does the penultimate gate of 2:21.05, 1:08.79 on the second run. She leads for the time being. Wow, better from her in that second run, almost 3.5 seconds quicker. Now Millie Knight of Great Britain with Rachel Ferrier, her guide, get their second run underway. Just 15 years of age. Her advantage over Minella, 2.39 seconds. And Knight skiing in the B2 class profile that includes athletes that are unable to recognise the capital E, size of which is 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres from a distance of 4 metres, while athletes with a visual field of less than 10 degrees diameter are eligible for this sport class. Now Minella's first split time, the only split time, 1:52.16, and Knight looks to stop the clock in front, and she does by 1.5 seconds, so she's lost a little bit of her advantage from the top of the hill. With Ferrier looking to guide the youngest ever British athletes to take part at the Winter Paralympic Games down the run. Her goal, not to finish last. Well, she hasn't done that because 3 competitors didn't finish the first run, but 2:21.05 will be beaten. 2:28, and Knight, slower on the second run, is quicker overall by 2.28 seconds. Danielle Umstead of the United States with her husband Robert to guide her down, leader in the World Cup standings, has an advantage over Knight of just 1.13 seconds. So Umstead in the B2 class will look to try and maintain that advantage at the first time split. And Umstead doing a steady job on these opening turns. The time split of Knight 1:50.66. And Umstead stops it 1.55 inside the time, and she has increased her advantage over Knight on the top half of the course. And Umstead now coming into the finishing turns. Her husband setting a steady rhythm in front. Just getting a little late on that blue gate. Now Umstead, what can she do? 2:18.77. It looks as if that time will be beaten, and it is well beaten. 2.56 quickest on the second run. Umstead leads the way by 2.5 seconds from Millie Knight of Great Britain. Jessica Gallagher of Australia and Christian Geiger, the next pair out of the start hut. Gallagher, who celebrates her birthday on day 7 of these games, the day that the slalom was due to be held. And the slalom moved because of the bad weather on day 4 in the super combined. Gallagher, well, her advantage over Umstead was over 4 seconds. And she is looking to keep that up, and she's going well here, skiing in the B3 class, the class that is has the least severe visual impairment, and you can see she's extended her lead now to 8.8 seconds. Having been in front by just over 4. Oh no! And Gallagher goes the wrong way. Oh, dearie me. And with it goes her chance of any medal. Jade is talking her back up, but really it's not going to happen for her. Determined to get a finish in the Paralympic Winter Games. A long way to go for Jessica Gallagher. Third in Vancouver in this discipline. She's got to get her boots above the gates, which she does. And the guide's done well as well, because you can't be more than 2 in front, and she crosses the line. 26 seconds off the pace. Real disappointment for Jessica Gallagher, who was doing ever so well, but she drops into 4th spot. Now, Henrieta Farkasova of Slovakia, winner in the downhill, but then disqualified in Super G and the Super Combined. Her advantage over Umstead at the top of this run, 6.5 seconds. So a lot of time for Farkasova to play with. Her guy, Natalia Frantceva, choosing not to ski with a bright top over her cat suit. Farkasova skiing in the B3 category, where she's added to her advantage. She leads by over 10.5 seconds over Umstead. So Farkasova skiing to set the target for the 2 remaining skiers, Frantceva and Etherington, of Russia and Great Britain respectively. The world champion from 2013 and 2011 in slalom sets the new time, 13.27 seconds faster than Danielle Umstead. And well, she's guaranteed a medal, is Farkasova, because there's only 2 left. Aleksandra Frantceva of Russia with Pavel Zabatin skiing in the B2 class. Her advantage over Farkasova at the top of this run is just over 3/4 of a second. They're very tight, these top 3 in the visually impaired category. For Frantceva, who scored the quickest time in the slalom leg of the Super Combined on day 4, looking to lay down a marker in this second run. Not a lot of time to play with. Fancy she just has to finish without any major mistakes to get another medal, but she wants gold, and she's pitched forward. Now she's late in the line, gets it back. Good recovery. How's it affected her? Well, it hasn't affected her at all. She's added over 1.5 seconds to her advantage, and Frantceva survives a big scare. She hits a rut, gets away with it. Now into the money turns on this steep finishing section. Frantceva to take gold away from Farkasova. Can she do it? Pavel Zabatin setting the pace. He's skiing pretty quickly. He's got to probably just rein it back in, and he does. And Frantceva leads. She lost a bit of time, but she won't care. It can be no worse than silver for Frantceva. A 3rd medal for her in 3 events. She has a bronze from the downhill, a silver from the Super G, and it's no worse than silver in the slalom. Now, Jade Etherington of Great Britain with Caroline Powell, her advantage at the top, 0.55 of a second. And you can hear Caroline Powell shouting instructions to Etherington all the way down. Etherington also has 2 medals from the first 2 events, silver, bronze. Silver in the downhill, bronze in the Super G. Will it be her or Frantceva who gets the full house? Gold, silver and bronze from these 2014 Winter Paralympics. Now let's see. Frantceva's time, 1:36.15, and Etherington is outside by 0.69. Now she's going to have to put it down here on this second part of the run. Frantceva looked like she was skiing quickly, and it is been brought to bear by the clock. Now Etherington needs to let the skis run on this final pitch, but keep it together all the same. Avoid any big bumps. Couple of gates now between her and another medal, but what colour will it be? 2:01.24. It's not going to be gold. Well, the clock hasn't stopped. I think it's silver. Etherington takes silver. Frantceva, yeah, 1:01.02. 2:01.89. 0.65 off the pace of Frantceva. So it's another medal for Etherington and Frantceva, and for Farkasova, but it is gold for Russia, silver for Great Britain, and bronze for Slovakia. Final result then of the women's slalom visually impaired. Aleksandra Frantceva takes gold, Jade Etherington the silver, and Henrieta Farkasova the bronze.